Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this brief video, I'm going to be talking about the foolishness and the folly in the Black community. And I'm going to be focusing on a particular clip here, of course, and a subject matter. Of course, this subject matter deals with the relationship between the Black man and woman. Is constant foolishness and folly on display for the world to see. So first, I'm going to roll the clip so that you can have a reference point of what I'm talking about, and then I will be right back.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good. So what, is all men not going to choose wrong?
I mean, here's the thing. It's most of them aren't, but at the same time, they're very secure.
You said, so most of them.
Yeah, most of them ain't, but it's like, you gotta do what you need to do to have it done. I need that bag secured. I'm already down. When I want to be down with a dude that's down also, that makes no sense.
So you already want your bag secure, you gotta have a bag? Like, what do you need? What do you need from him? Like,
I need to have my own car. You need to have your own car.
Do he got
3-4 house.
3-4 bedroom?
Yeah, like I need to bring the
Does he have to make all that happen, or what? How does that?
Yeah. Why would he not make that happen? That's what the man's supposed to do.
Damn. So what are you bringing to the table? If he gotta get the houses, he gotta get this big ass house. Like
what am I bringing to the table?
Yeah.
I showed up to the table.
You showed up to the table.
Yeah, I showed up to the table. I graced your table with my presence. What do you mean?
Man, everything you said makes no damn sense at all.
How does that not make sense? When if a man be materialistic and just want the woman, then it's okay. But if a woman want it, it's different. Like that makes no sense.
The only thing your ass was right about is being a big house. Because it looked like in a regular size house, they're gonna have to cut your ass out of that.
See, it's so you don't have it. That's what it is. You don't have it. You make it. You look like that.
There you go.
You look like the type.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
There
You
you
look
go.
like the type.
Listen, you expecting all this from a man, and you
So
over there looking like creepers.
Wow.
You look like you ate Jesus.
Okay, so after watching that clip, you all can clearly see what foolishness and folly I am talking about. There's a whole lot that can be said about that particular clip, okay? First of all, we are the only people who so frequently just put our mess on display like this. You see, the scripture said a whole lot of things about us, right? Number one, it said that we were going to be an astonishment to all nations, right? An astonishment. A laughing stock around the world as a whole, right? It also said that these other nations would look at us with a shaking of the head saying, Now, for those of you who want to point out the fact that other races of people or other groups go through similar things, I know this. I already know it, okay? But there is a difference here. Most of the time, they are not ridiculed for those sorts of things. I remember there was talk about something the Kardashian sisters were doing that was so disgusting and gross, but it was kind of embraced like these are celebrities and they have a certain culture that they're upholding, and they're bringing entertainment to the table. They were talking about sniffing each other's, whatever, what. But anyway, and the point was brought out that if Black women were doing the same thing, some of the same Black men who were praising them for that disgusting behavior and talk would have been degrading a Black woman for doing the same thing. Now, that's not to say that it shouldn't happen, because I'm going to tell you right now, anyone talking the filth that those women were talking should be dealt with and should be made to feel bad about something like that, okay, because it was disgusting. But I'm trying to make a point that the scripture prophesied that these other nations would view us a certain way. They don't deal with their single motherhood the same way they deal with Black single motherhood, right? But so getting back to this video, when I looked at the young woman and how she, first of all, how she carried herself, and she spoke with such confidence, but she was talking nonsense. How can you confidently support nonsense? First of all, there are things that women have to bring to the table. Unfortunately, you can't just bring you to the table. That's not enough. And then the confidence that she spoke of, you know, I have to agree with others that said that, first of all, concentrate on getting yourself healthy before you try to make demands on what a man is supposed to do for you. Because in no way is she an image of a Proverbs 31 woman. In no way. And so you cannot make demands on what someone needs to bring to the table for you, and all you're presenting to the table is yourself. That's not even biblical. According to Proverbs 31, the woman brings something to the table as well. Of course, not every woman is the same. I don't expect every woman to be the same. I don't expect every man to be the same. But however you present yourself in righteousness and not foolishness. But going back to the fact that so-called Black people, we just bring all of this foolishness right before the world. And I believe more and more of us should come against these things. Since our people like to openly and publicly display foolishness and buffoonery, there needs to be more that come against this stuff from a biblical standpoint. You know, from a biblical standpoint, come against this stuff, because the scripture tells us that we are supposed to be a light to the world, a light to the other nations. Not this foolishness that we see on display constantly. That was straight madness. I mean, the fact that they are even doing this is straight madness. All of these little guru shows where young women call in and make a spectacle of themselves. I think it's ridiculous. First of all, that they even take the time to make the connection, whether they're calling in or they're zooming in. Why do they not understand that you can't continue to humiliate yourself and think that the world is going to take any of this serious? I don't care what the rest of the world is doing. We need to be doing what we are told to do, you see. And so the men who are promoting these shows, the women who are calling into these shows with these ridiculous requests, that is straight folly and foolishness. And this is why the judgment of the Most High Yah is on the Black community so hard and heavy, and yet we want to pretend like we don't know what the heck's happening. Open up your eyes. You will plainly see that it's the foolishness and the wickedness in the Black community that has caused the Most High to rain down his judgment. Anyway, I'm done with this video. In the comment section below, remember to keep it tight and keep it right. But until next time. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.